Hey everybody, welcome to the Premier Power Hour podcast. I'm Billy Watkins, coming to you from the Indy distribution warehouse, this big lovely building we're in right now, and I'm with Melvin Coe.
Yes, sir.
A Premier employee.
Yes, sir, I am.
When did you start with Premier?
I started on August 8th, 2015.
Very nice. So you've been with us for a little while, 7 years or so now, which is...
And this August will be 6, sir.
6 years, sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
I've never been good at math, and I apologize.
Yeah,
I have no idea what year it is. But you started up here fairly early on with the Indy plant, right?
Yes, sir. I started at the production facility, and as the company grew, we just kept adding new machines and adding new clients, and then we got this big old place we in now.
Yeah. How did the opportunity start for you? How'd you get a job at Premier?
As a temporary employee, and a temporary agency sent me to Premier, and they asked me if I liked it, if I wanted to stay, and they hired me on full time.
And what were you doing when you started?
I was driving a forklift too, so like another company. So
okay, so you'd had experience driving forklifts,
right?
Came to do that for Premier. So you're predominantly loading trucks now?
Loading and unloading trucks when I first started. Now I'm a team lead on first shift.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. So what's that mean for your day-to-day? What do you do on a daily basis?
I run IC1s for trucks that's coming over for Premier 1.
Let me stop you. So IC1s, which is a report from ASI,
yes, sir.
Right? Which is tells everybody, is that inventory or what is that?
It basically tells me what's on the trailer when they sending it over from the other building.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Transfers from the production facility to the distribution facility.
Yes, sir.
And then what?
Then after I check that out, I make sure that all my employees are loading up trucks correctly and doing bills and stuff like that, handing out work, and making sure everything's getting done.
Awesome. So how did you progress from, it's not what you started as, you were a temporary employee on a forklift, and now you're a team lead. What was that progression for you? How did that happen?
Well, I first started as a first shift employee, did that for 3 years. Then all of a sudden, the second shift opened up because we started getting more busier and more clients. So they asked me if I wanted to go to second shift to start training people. And I said, I don't mind doing it, but you got to make me a team lead. So they said, okay, we'll make you a team lead. You've been a hard worker for us, so we'll give you a shot. So then I went to second shift for a couple of years, 2 years. Then we opened this facility up. They told me to come to first shift to train people, and I've been on first shift ever since. So,
did you like second shift when you worked for it?
Tell you the truth, yeah, I really did.
Did you? Okay,
because
it's either people love it or they hate it because it can be a difficult. You never know which way you're going. If it's
I didn't mind doing it because it was just something that had to be done.
Right.
Feed the family. We got to do what you got to do to feed the family.
Understood.
Yeah.
As you've moved through these different roles, what skills have you learned as you've gone?
The skills I learned is like I said earlier, the IC1s, how to do print bills, how to receive product, how to check inventory, make sure everything is correct, and look at pallets, make sure that they're correct, and like the numbers and stuff like all right and stuff like that. So
how so a lot of stuff in our business software, which in and of itself is you can spend a long time learning about that. There's a tons of in and outs. How did you gain those skills? Did someone teach you? Did you?
Somebody taught me.
Okay.
Kevin Lawler taught me. Ivory taught me, and Zach. If I have questions, anybody can answer them for me. Write down it, and some people gave me books. The other managers gave me books for the other employees. Meaning like other management was here, gave me books or hand me outs, and learn like that.
And then the best way to learn, and you do it, right?
Do it myself. If I mess up, they might not yell at me too much, but if they do,
move on.
Move on.
Move on. Since you've been here, what's been the proudest moment that you've had?
It's just becoming a team lead, man.
Yeah.
And hopefully more in the future become something else. I'm looking for the future to move up the ladder. You know what I mean?
Building it. Yeah. How big is your team?
Right now, it's like I got 8 people over there on the north dock.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, that I basically make sure they're doing their job correctly.
What do you like? What do you like about your team?
I think they'll go to war for me. I just think they would.
Yeah.
I mean, anything I ask them to do, they'll do it.
So you've got a good working relationship. You guys are kind of like a family.
Like a family, man.
Right.
I do for them, they do for me.
How did you develop that type of environment or that type of group?
Well, I'm the type of person, if I can see somebody that needs help, so I help them. I'm not going to yell at you, I'm not going to scream at you. I'm just going to be there and try to coach you and try to make you better. And then, if you don't follow me, I'll go to the next level. You know what I mean? That's just the way I am. I don't try to yell. I don't, just let them know that I'm there. And if I got to get on a forklift, I'm there for them, I'm not going to sit behind a desk and, so.
Work through the problem.
Yeah.
Do you like driving a forklift?
I like driving a forklift. I like being behind the desk. I like, whatever the job requires me to do, I'm there to do it.
My job, I started with Premier behind a desk, right, in customer service, and I remember doing a couple of forklift trainings. I think I had to at some point go out to California and had to know how to get certified on a forklift, and I think it was a reach truck.
Right.
So it was actually the only time I was physically on a piece of equipment. There was a reach truck, and there were a couple of us in the warehouse, and I knew I wasn't going to, kill anybody or destroy anything. So it wasn't too bad. And then I think I went out to California, and I never got on a forklift. And after that, my since then, being on different sites with forklifts, I think my boss has said, well, you could offload the forklift. You could at least be there and I would just refuse,
right.
And I said, I'm not getting on a forklift.
Right.
It's not, and they just all to the point where everybody made fun of me until I finally got on and it's not that bad. It's fun.
It's fun. It's like I said, it's a learning experience. I done train people here to drive forklifts, and they never drove a forklift, so
yeah.
I done taught people how to drive forklifts here. So I just, as long as you listen, and as long as you communicate with people, in a nice way, they'll do anything for you,
It's a good time too because you can't honk your horn that much in a car
Right.
or other drivers hate you. But I mean, in a forklift, you
Right.
let it rip whenever
Right.
you want.
Right.
It's a good thing to honk the horn.
It's a great thing to honk your horn.
I love that. What's your favorite? What's your favorite thing about working here at Premier?
They're very understanding people. If you need them, they're there for you. If you have a problem, they'll help you out. I mean, as long as you communicate with people, I think they got you. They'll be there for you. But if you don't communicate, they can't help you. Since I've been here, if I had a problem, I won't talk to my supervisor or anybody or HR. They help me out as much as they can.
Yeah.
So I lost my mom a couple of years ago, and they was there for me. So
That's awesome. As any good family,
Yeah,
does, kind of
right.
rallies around, right?
Right.
Do you have a proudest moment so far here?
Not really so far. Like I said, it's been a team lead, and like I said, there's having people that, will do work for me and be there for me, and just if I ask them to do something, they'll do for me. That's most proud I've been here.
Good feeling day to day.
Yeah.
For sure. We'll do some fun questions.
Okay.
Are you currently binge watching anything?
No, not really, sir.
No.
Not really.
Do you have any kind of favorite series or anything that you stream?
Like Walking Dead and stuff like that.
You like The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Zombies scare the crap out of me. I hate zombie movies or shows. They freak me out. I can't do it.
Oh, you got to watch it once.
I refuse to. I mean, I cannot do it. What's your favorite item that you've bought this year?
I ain't bought my Jaguar yet, so not just yet, man.
It's coming. That's like third or fourth quarter.
Yeah, no, I'm just playing. Probably, I don't know yet. I got a lot of things I done bought, but I ain't really proud of anything because,
That's kind of what sometimes buying stuff is.
Yeah.
You just consume, and then you turn around and you're like, what is? Why do I have that?
Why do I have this? What do I need it for? I just seen it on TV and I wanted it, and now I got it.
That's why we have yard sales. And
There you go. Things fall off of trucks. Not just playing.
I like that. Yeah. I remember as a kid, or I wasn't a kid, maybe 16, 50 years ago or whatever, a truck stopped in front of me at a stoplight, and the guy jumped off, and I must have been pretty dumb and naive. The guy jumps off the truck and says, I got speakers here.
Right.
You know, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm the luckiest man alive. Look at these awesome speakers. I can only get them for $300 or only have to give $300 for them. And yeah, I did. I had them for years.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, man.
I guess. I felt special until I told my parents. But yeah. That's what you get. So, you know, if you get a new guy on your team or you meet somebody who's just getting their start at Premier, what words of advice would you give them?
A word of advice I give them is just listen to the people that's trying to help you. You know, if you got problems, make sure you let the supervisor know, let me know, or your team lead or whoever's in charge. And just, you know, be honest. You know, if you can't drive a forklift or never did the job before, we don't mind. I don't mind, or whoever don't mind training you and being there for you. Being a team, you know, that's what we are. We're a team. We're a family. My boss used to tell me all the time, if you have a problem, just come to me, and we work it out. You know, just work it out. Somebody have a bad day. Somebody else is gonna have to pick up the slack. You know what I mean? If we missing people, somebody else gonna have to pick up the slack.
Yeah.
Just for that day. I mean, like I said earlier, I don't mind jumping on the forklift. I don't mind doing any job in here. And I expect anybody else too, you know, and they will if they have to.
To get the job done, right?
Get the job done.
We talked before to an employee by the name of Rebecca Oken. You probably know who I'm talking about.
Ma'am.
She's a heck of a character.
Yes,
right?
she is.
She seems like she's 5'10",
right.
even though she's not. She's
not.
4'10". Yes. But she made for you a blueberry cream pie.
Yes. Yep.
And you were the only person in the building that got to eat that pie.
Yes.
Could you tell me a little bit about that? Was it a good pie?
Yeah, that was a great pie. That was a very great pie. I mean, like I said, it's like a family here, you know. I told her I would like one. She made me one, you know. And
did you tell her that particular flavor, or she just surprised you?
She just basically surprised me. She's like, Melvin, you've been working for Premier for your butt, and here you go, you know. I mean, there's a lot of people here that does that, buy me lunch or.
It's awesome.
You know, this, you know.
And next birthday, if you do that, hopefully COVID is beyond us, and you can actually share some of the pie with your team, right?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Instead of just taking the whole thing.
That maybe.
Maybe. Melvin, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
It's been a pleasure talking to you.
I'm glad you gave us some time out of your busy day. And thank you all for joining us as well. This is Billy Watkins with Melvin Coe, the Premier Power Hour podcast. Until next time, see you later.
See you later.